Remember when I had the B slow-mo footage and on another channel they was like, not that slow motion garbage. Run back that beautiful beam footage. On to the next. What it do, E-World? Crisscrossing wires. Back with a little short video. I just want to show you guys really quick. If I haven't convinced you guys by now why I think this is such a great platform, let me just show you a little bit more up close and personal. Now, first of all, still working on man, I got a lot to do for this pack right here that I'm working on. Like I said, this is going to be a 72/96 volt pack. This is just the 72 volt part. It is 20S 20P. So for the 96 volt, I need to add another 6S 20P. So another 120 cells. This is 400 cells right here, as you can see. But what I want to show you is reason why I love this platform, because if you want to build something powerful, not just powerful, but with a lot of range as well, and I mean to do both, you need a large battery compartment. For one, you need a large battery to produce that power, and oh boy, I tell you, damn cat always want to come around when I'm trying to make a video. Anyway, look at this battery compartment. All right, let me show you something. So, (16.5) by basically 15. You can even go up higher than that if you build, build your pack. There's still plenty of room up in there. All right. Now, from side to side, 9.5. 9.5 by 16.5 by 15. Now, if I was just going to do this 72 volt 20S 20P, (15 3/4), so obviously that's going to fit in there like that. My height is 9.5. Now here's the other thing. Now these packs, 21700s, are almost 3 inches long. Not quite, but almost. That means you can get, if you put them like this, side to side, you can get 3 of these from that side to this side. 3 of those. So another 200 cells you can get in there, just covering that right there. Not to mention this room that you have left up there. Now, would that make for a heavy battery? Yeah, no shit, especially when it's these cylinder cells. Now, you don't have to just use cylinder cells. Ultimately, I want to use pouch cells. I want to go with the DJI T40 drone cells. Just don't have them right now, and man, they're going to be a little difficult to get, especially with these tariffs and shit. But anyway, someday But for now, I gotta go with what I got. P45Bs. Now the T40 cells will be a lot lighter, more energy dense, so it will be smaller. But imagine what kind of pack you could put in this bike with those T40 cells. Any cells for that matter. So, you want a long range, high power motorcycle? I mean, this platform doesn't get any better than that. There's no issues with this frame at all. If you can see, this frame is solid as a rock as far as the frame part. The actual frame is definitely a clone of an actual Ninja 300E or 400E. So it's as good as you can get as far as frame wise. You don't have to worry about this frame being weak or any bad welds or anything. As I said, the only the weakest link to this frame is the suspension, and I'm going to replace this suspension eventually. You got to do it as you can do it, and definitely replace that this one in the rear. The front's really not that bad, but I'm sure it's going to get soft over time. But this rear is what needs replacing immediately. So that's what we're going to work on. But again, like I said, as far as battery compartment, that is the biggest issue for most e-bikes, especially smaller e-bikes. You don't have enough battery space to run the type of power that people want to run. High power, and usually their batteries are underpowered for the setups they're running. They want to run big, large controllers and big, powerful motors. They just normally don't have the battery to do it. So, actually, even when I finish this pack, it's really only half the size of what I actually want for this bike. It would be about 90 amp hour. The goal for this bike is 200 amp hour. You can fit 200 amp hour worth of battery on this bike. With 200 amp hour, it will definitely be a very capable, usable electric motorcycle with plenty of range. Obviously, this isn't staying, but for the most part, this would be enough for the average person. It's enough for me, really. But just because I'm doing what I do, just for GP, I gotta have more. But anyway, what was holding me up on getting finished on this, I ran out of cell holders. And man, I don't recommend building any pack without cell holders. I mean, look at this. Cell holders make these things rigid. I see people glue cells together and all that. Then you got an old flimsy pack. Especially when it heats up. When it heats up, it's going to get even flimsier. So, I don't recommend making packs without cell holders. So, I had ran out of these. Luckily, somebody had some local. I had ordered some from China. They're probably going to be a while. Everything is slow getting over here now. If it gets anyway, that's where we're at. So, now that I have those, I can get finished working on this. A pack really doesn't take that long if you have the time to work on it non-stop. So, if I could sit and work on this pack non-stop, I could probably do it in 2 days. But I don't have time like that all the time. Anyway, plus I have other stuff I'm trying to do. In the meantime, I just fixed this EBMX battery. So, while I test it to make sure it's good to go at the same time, I'm going to throw that on here while I'm making my pack. And, you know, it's a win-win. Get to see if this pack is still any good. But obviously, I won't be running that to the max. I think those EBMX packs are good for 350 amps continuous. So I'll dial it back a little bit. I definitely don't want to burn my bike up with overloading that pack. Now they claim those cells can produce more than that, but I don't want to be the one to test that. But anyway, guys, like I said, man, this platform is a dream for most people that want to build a high power, long range electric motorcycle. And I mean, you can get these things for peanuts on Facebook Marketplace. They come with the lead acid batteries, you know, and usually when them lead acids die, the average person that's not into e-bikes like us, they don't know that you can replace those with lithium, or how easy it is to do that. So they basically they sell these things for next to nothing. You can get a roller for about $1,000, even cheap. I've seen them even cheaper. And even the basic rollers with the stock motors are quite capable. You know, you put a decent sized controller on there and you're good. So, you know, this thing, even with this BAC 8000, I don't know if you've seen me, but this thing did 104 miles an hour on 72 volts. I mean, the average electric 72 volt motorcycle out there doesn't do that. So that's where we are. We're gonna get to it. Like I said, I'm gonna throw that EBMX battery on here just so I can, you know, do some cruising. Man, I'm gonna tell you, man, these e-bikes bring us joy. You know, regardless of how fast your bike is, whatever, even just a basic 28 mile per hour e-bike, just getting on an e-bike and riding, getting out in the air and the sun, it's the best thing ever. You know, it's total relaxation. It's my happy place. So, like I said, I cruise around with that EBMX battery while I'm making my pack, and give it a good, you know, a good workout, and make it do what it do. Alright, y'all. That's what's going on, and I'll see y'all later.